This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just found an interesting article here. I'm sure you've heard of all three of these. I've already covered one of them here on the channel, but still some interesting stocks. This is dated on the 6th, but still some relevant information going forward. It's only a couple days old here, so three revolutionary stocks that could make you rich in 2021. It's no secret that companies with revolutionary technologies can make investors rich. However, the sad reality is the vast majority of people don't like to invest in companies with daring new ideas about what tech can do. Human beings' brains are naturally attuned to ability and survival, making us hesitant or outright skeptical or both of emerging technologies. And I've been there a couple times. I'm sure you've all been there a couple times, but that's the truth. So again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You'd have to do your own due diligence, but just thought these were interesting, and sometimes you just gotta pull the trigger, stick in the big toe, or just the tip, as some say. So, but the number one is MAXR Technologies, ticker MAXR, is a leading provider of Earth intelligence and space infrastructure. I've covered some space stocks here on the channel before, ticker SPCE and a couple others. The company's biggest client is the United States Department of Defense. It provides the agency with battlefield logistics via its orbital satellites, and I've also covered some satellites, GILAT, GSAT, I think is another ticker on satellite, to coordinate space, air, land, and naval operations. It doesn't sound cool enough already. Get this, MAXR also has an impressive track financial record. Last year, the company's revenue increased by 3% to $1.7 billion from $1.67 billion in the year period. So kind of an interesting company. I do not have any of this one. I'm looking into it. Might get some of it. This is out of the three is the most interesting one. Well, they're all interesting, but this is probably my peak interest on this one. Since 2019, it has been making more in operating income than in interest expenses, north or south of $200 million per year. By 2023, MAXR projections its annual free cash flow will reach $325 million. So some projected growth on this one. Number two on the list is Snowflake. I'm sure you've all heard of Snowflake. They had a big IPO a while back. I didn't get into it, but it was pretty big. It was a lot of talk going on with this one. But Snowflake, with a market cap of almost $70 billion and trading 115 times revenue, many investors are probably wondering how a seemingly overvalued stock like Snowflake can make them richer. After all, cloud computing stocks typically trade at only 9 to 53 times revenue. The truth is, Snowflake is a revolutionary cloud computing company. It serves as an online platform for data processing, sharing, and engineering. And all these are on the New York Stock Exchange, so you can get these on Robinhood if you choose. Feel free to pause the video and read the rest there for yourself. Like I said, you can get these on Robinhood. If you're looking to get a different platform outside of Robinhood, I have several links in the description. Feel free to use any of those and get yourself some free stock. Third on the list is VG Acquisition, ticker is VGAC. I actually covered this one back on February 7th. I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. But by the end of this year, special acquisition, VGAC will complete its takeover of consumer genetic testing company 23andMe. So it's kind of an interesting company. I'll link my other video. It goes into a little bit more in depth on the company. But is genotype more than 11.2 million individuals and expects to increase that number to 16.4 by the end of 2024. So all three companies, that kind of shows the growth, the projected growth, and should be the projected growth on the stock as well. The company analyzes and reports a client's complete ancestry composition, health traits, and risks for hereditary diseases based on genetic data. Even though that may sound exciting, its core business is limited because genetic testing is mostly a one-time expense from 2019 to 2024. 23andMe has forecasted that without a change, it will see virtually no revenue growth, with annual sales remaining steady near $400 million. But having recognized that problem, 23andMe is taking active steps to change its own fate. It has $300 million partnership with British pharmaceutical giant GlaxoSmithKline, ticker GSK, to develop drugs based on its consumer genome database. It already has 18 experimental therapeutics targets and plans to double that amount over the next few years. So I just thought it was kind of an interesting article. And like I said, you can buy all these on Robinhood. So again, if you're looking to get a different platform, feel free to use the links in the description. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me. That would really help out the channel, as well as subscribing if you haven't already. And hit the bell for notifications for when my next videos are dropped. Again, I thank you for all the support on the channel. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.